deal as they already face a second and long. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal.
Again, Jackson, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Pacheco. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback And they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed. Escapes the defender.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Play action. It's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This 2nd and 4. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. 13. To throw again is Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy, 47 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Pirine. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Attack! Yellow! Attack!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And it'll be a big hit at the end of this one, but it's also a big play as he's able to hang on to the football.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing is Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. Fighting his... And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The 22 more yards there and another first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Jackson will throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. George Karlaftis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Pacheco gets it up the gut. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Mahomes now to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Mahomes. That is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Throwing, Jackson. And that is caught on the right.
Out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Now Jackson.
Eluding the pressure right. Able to shake him off. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson.
Flush to his right. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's Jackson.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Michael Dana in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down, goal to go. Jackson to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Jackson.
On the move to his left. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes to throw it.
Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
72 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Second down and 3. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're out of the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably 3rd down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. And just shutting him off there.
And the Chiefs are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's a win for the Chiefs here. And no surprise, it was Patrick Mahomes who really led the charge.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300